Hello, my name is Monique Nowlin, and I'm your host for today's episode of OurVentura TV. Today, I'll be speaking with Jonathan Ginsburg, a subject matter expert in fitness and coach and owner of Ventura Fit Body Bootcamp. Coach Jonathan will be speaking with us about what you can do to find your path to fitness and wellness. Thank you for being here, Coach Jonathan. Glad to have you.
Thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
Can you tell our viewers what or who inspired you to pursue a career in fitness and wellness?
Well, I had my own struggles in my earlier years with fitness and my health, and was overweight. And when I was able to figure it out for myself substantially, people around me wanted to know how I did it. And it made me very happy to help them and to see them change. And it just I wanted more of that, to help others, it turns out. And so now I'm here.
I love that. So you took what you learned and you want to share with others.
Yes.
And what else did you learn? What education or training do you have that make you a subject matter expert in fitness?
Well, I'm NASM certified, but also I own a gym, and I've been a personal trainer for 15 years, and I've had hundreds of people come through my gym and hundreds of transformations in my gym that hopefully, they would agree I had a hand in.
And so when you're here, I'm hearing you talk about physical activity and the impact it made on your life. Tell me, how does physical activity impact mental health and stress levels?
It is so significant. It's really needed. We are not made to sit still and to be in our cubicles and to watch Netflix and be on our phone all day. We were meant to be moving around and lifting things and foraging for food or hunting, and we are missing that aspect. And so there's pent up energy and anxiety and depression, and it builds up if you don't do things with your body. And that's just a natural kind of thing. It makes sense.
And many of us do sit down, or like you said, we're on Netflix. What can I at home do for physical fitness to start finding my own path to fitness and wellness? Any suggestions?
Well, very easily, the living room has enough room, and if there's commercials, get up every commercial and start doing jumping jacks. See how many you can get in that commercial, or how many push-ups can you do in a row until you can't do it anymore. It's very simple. You don't have to be an expert to start.
I love that. The living room has enough room. I love that phrase. I'm going to steal that. Tell me, how important is nutrition, and do you need to pair it with physical activity?
Absolutely. It's as important, if not more important, than the physical activity itself, because if you work out really hard for 5-6 days a week, it does not really matter in some instances where your blood and health markers, diabetes is still a thing, obesity is still a thing. Whole foods will help a lot with that. And so without, you may not even notice a difference physically in the mirror if you work out a lot, but just eat anything.
And what do you mean about whole foods? Can you tell me more about what are whole foods? I'm not sure what they are.
Very simple. It's things that are grown from the ground and not made in a lab, or animals, right? So very simply, chicken, fish, turkey, salmon, steak, and eggs, potatoes, rice, and veggies.
I like that. From your perspective, what is the connection between physical activity and overall life satisfaction? And again, I want to go back to how the viewers can find their own unique path to fitness and wellness.
Well, definitely it's a huge correlation between overall life satisfaction and your health and your fitness and your overall abilities. And the lack of abilities, unfortunately, people don't give precedence to their abilities until they're gone. And so that's, how I would think about it in that context.
I like that. So you're saying you don't think about what you have until you don't have it. So individuals want to focus on just getting the most they can out of the fitness that they're able to do.
Correct.
And if I'm not sure where to start, where do I start?
Well, again, just walking to start is a great, beginning. And again, push-ups or jumping jacks is a great start. But also, definitely some direction helps, and if you can, it is beneficial and life-changing and educational to find a fitness professional, to help you, because that service does not leave you when you leave. You still have that education and those abilities to move forward with.
Very good. And Coach, what trends or changes do you see coming in the world of fitness and wellness? We hear so many things on social media, on television, what we read. What changes or trends do you see coming in the world of fitness?
Well, definitely I see tech entering the fitness world, with the watches and the heart rate monitors and such. And of course, GLP-1s and certain peptides are definitely having an effect. There's a lot of new, interesting trends, but most trends do not continue. Most trends are fads.
Yeah.
And I could name many that since the 80s that we've all tried or gone through, and they're gone for a reason. So definitely exercise by itself, you just can't beat it.
Okay, and that's a nice segue to my next question. So conversely, you talked about trends that you see coming. What current trends would you suggest people avoid?
Well, any trend that's extreme, right? There should be balance to all of it, and you should get exercise 3 to 5 times a week. You should get some sun. You should get out of breath and break a sweat if you can. A few times a week, and don't go extreme with it. If any of the program that you're on is extreme in any way, or if it leans too heavily on supplements or drugs, or there are a lot of ways to avoid that, and just simply eating whole foods and exercising is a great way to stay balanced and stay away from these possibly extreme or abused, methods of losing weight and getting healthy.
And what are some warning signs that what I'm doing is extreme? Can you give us some warning signs?
Oh, absolutely.
Because you don't know what you don't know. Maybe I'm in a regime, I'm thinking it's great, but maybe there's some warning signs you can give me that would let me know that it's getting too far.
Yes, so if you never recover from your workouts or your running or what it is that you're doing, if you're always sore and you can't sleep, if your joints are achy and you're there, nothing will alleviate that, then maybe you went too hard to begin with, or maybe you are going too hard. And of course there is some soreness, and there is some struggle along the way, but there's a good amount, and then there's too much. And definitely the achy joints, if you can't sleep because you went too hard, then recovery is very important. So that aspect, those are like pretty big indicators that maybe you should scale it back slightly.
And talk to me more about recovery. What should recovery look like?
Well, recovery is as important as the workout itself, and often not given enough precedence as well. And so the recovery could come in a lot of different forms. For me, it's eating right to build, to give my body the proper building blocks for repair, and also getting enough sleep. Those are two huge ones. And so without those, you will not adapt. You will not get stronger. You will not get better. And without sleep, you have a really hard time losing fat or growing muscle, either way.
Very good. Coach Jonathan, if there's one thing you can impress upon our viewers about finding their own unique path to fitness and wellness, what would that one thing be?
It would be to get up and go. And there is no perfect program. But if you get on one and really mean it, you will do really well. Don't wait for the right time. There's no right time ever. I hear a lot of people saying, I'm going to wait until after this part of, this week or this part of my life, or I'm going to wait until after this stressful thing. But tell you what, the next stressful thing is coming. And if you cannot figure out how to get it done during the stressful times, the times that are slow will be very easy, but you need to figure out how to do that. And so whatever your path is, get up and do it, and stop thinking about it, and get up and start moving and break a sweat and make it enjoyable. That's really important, because without that, it won't last. So that's like probably my favorite part of it.
Well, thank you. Well, that's all the time that we have left for today's show. I'd like to thank Coach Jonathan for educating us on how much and the ways that we can find our own unique path to fitness and wellness. My name is Monique Nowlin, and until next time, thank you for watching Our Ventura TV.